Okay. We have Wild Raiders in the defense, Kermit Academy in the attack, and I can already see a lot of gold on both sides, especially shield mains. A ton of shield mains, with Stalwarts being banned, probably one of the stronger shield units here right now.
Looks like 2 sets of flames on each side.
Yes.
3 flames on the side of Kermit.
That's a huge investment into flames, but that's 1 unit of flames for every single fight, so that's also a good sign for them. They have 2 times incendiary, 3 times incendiary archers. Who are those? I just can't tell from the picture because the pictures are just the same.
They are incendiary archers,
of them,
yes.
But they should be. So that's definitely the goal, to snipe out the flames of the defense with those incendiary archers. Then, of course, a ton of green units.
You
with
mentioned
the pikes.
With the Coco and Senji ban, it's really hard to just sit there and poke. Now they brought those incendiary archers. That's exactly what they'd plan to do.
Oh yes, but one problem I can see here already is incendiary archers with their mastery. They get pretty strong with their fire arrows, but at the same moment the mastery was introduced, the amount of ammo the incendiary archers need is or was increased so much, and they can shoot like 2 or 3 salvos and then the ammo is just gone. Okay, we should be in the match in a few seconds. Cinematic still playing, but there we go. Defense already heroes to the walls. Great to see here. Units also on the way to the wall, so from what I can see right now, that could be an 8-point defense.
An 8 defense with no Falcos. Interesting.
Absolutely. That would mean they plan on completely defending against the siege towers. Okay. But right now, okay. We can see the.
There they go back. Yeah. Okay. That makes more sense.
And like that, siege towers should have an easy way towards the walls. Also, heroes climbing up. And with that, a point should be captured in the next few seconds. Supply point also being captured from the side of Kermit Academy here. So defense is on the endpoint sitting there, and I have honestly no idea what they are planning on doing here, because that's exactly what we've talked about before and what I meant. That's a hard strategy to pull off. Sitting behind that, I always say pillar, it's a small building, but you are in a trap safe position, but as soon as the enemy moves onto the endpoint, it's just getting really, really hard for you to stop it, to stop the enemy from at least capturing like half your endpoint.
This is one of those all-in type of defenses. Like you can't lose a fight cleanly.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, if you win like 2 fights, you should be fine because you wiped more than you lost. But in the end, it always comes down to all 3 fights, and you have to win so many fights. That's really hard to do. I already see some Varang archers on the walls for the defense. They will probably start to rain down some arrows on the attack in a few seconds.
These harangues are in a dangerous spot here to get dove.
Yes, but there's also a lot of heroes from the side of Wild Raiders here, ready to defend their Varang. and like that they should be good to retreat.
Down the stairs to the B point, all with the entire group.
I mean, that's the safe way to do it. You just go down to the B point, take the supply point, and just make it safe. You don't overextend anywhere. You still have the shots on the top of the walls to make sure you have some information on what's going on top there. But the rest of your units is on the ground. You don't lose anything for free.
Are we about to see the classic ranked push, stick to the basics? Fake the back supply, go home?
It feels like it, yes. And there we go. Backside push comes in. Backside is prepared from Wild Raiders. They are ready for this. So can Kermit Academy just push in? Probably not. They are kind of aggressive here, but that feels so much like a bait. And it feels like Wild Raiders don't want to fall for that one. Kermit Academy now sending their units back, and that's it. That's the bait, and Wild Raiders are so ready for this one. Trap though. In a good position.
Oh, the Iron Reaper is gonna go in way too early, no?
Oh yes. Those will be wiped. Flames are shooting in, and that's just full on here. Kermit Academy sending everything they have to that right side of the screen right now, but they are getting flanked from the bottom, and that flank might be massive. I mean, that's one unit of phalanx holding the back, but they get flanked also from the left-hand side, and that's just so much flanks going on. But it feels like Kermit Academy was able to break through at the front, and now they will step their foot on the end point. But okay, one more hero on the end point to block it. Flames from Kermit Academy still alive though. That's looking dangerous. Might that be the one push lost that can cost Wild Raiders the game? It feels like it.
I think
that might be GG's already.
I think that's all that she wrote. Dagger Axe is gonna try to come back through.
Oh my god, that's exactly what we were talking about.
But we have Phalanx blocking both entrance. Cav isn't gonna actually the Phalanx in the back left.
They have one unit of Dagger Axe on the point, but oh my goodness. Endpoint just needs like one more second. The heroes are jumping on it, but there's just so much red on the endpoint. You just can't stay on that one for long enough. Phalanx still in the main gate. There will be a next trap. There we go. Next trap is being called. And like that, it feels like the cavalry is breaking through, but
even if it breaks through, I feel like they've lost so much at this point.
Yeah,
brilliant trebs.
Okay, and it feels like Wild Raiders, they are able to regain control over the endpoint. Endpoint supply point also safe. Was about to be captured from Kermit Academy, but like that, hero count still in the favor of Kermit Academy. I didn't expect that one, but that means Wild Raiders will have more respawners come in right now, and I think Kermit Academy is doing this slow now. And yeah, you can see here in the unit count, 406 tier 5 units against the 193 from Wild Raiders, and then 200 against 235. That's not a big difference in tier 4, but the difference in tier 5, that's just more than double the amount of tier 5 on the side of Kermit Academy. If they utilize this correctly, there's just no chance Wild Raiders can hold on to this one, and it seems like that will be another rotation towards the B point.
Second push, same as the first. Honestly, this time, I don't think Wild Raiders will rotate. I think they might could be able to get back supply for free here. if they want it.
Oh yes, I mean, looking at the positions of the Wild Raiders, they are just so ready to stay on the endpoint for as long as needed. The problem is I don't think they have the units for doing so. I mean, Sergeants with Spear, they are good in doing so, but the amount of damage output...
I say that, but they are rotating.
Oh, and that's just...
Well, the Shield Maiden's gonna get caught. The Flames get hit by a musket bomb as they come through.
And like that, the gate is closed. Nobody can rotate through anymore. That might be already another painful fight for the Wild Raiders. They have one unit of Sergeants with the Spear breaking through, trying to block the supply. One unit of Human, I think, charging through. Maybe Couturiers, not sure who they are, but they just losing so many units because the Flames of Kermit Academy are once again still alive. Wild Raiders' own Flames are still alive though too. And that gate is blocked completely. How are you going to break through this, Kermit? Probably with maybe some respawners from the other side, or maybe brute force. I just can't tell.
That trap's gonna hurt.
Oh, absolutely, and a glaive in the back at the Flames. Not sure what that glaive was able to achieve, but that trap, oh, is massive. That trap just hits so much. And like that, it should be...
That should be all she wrote.
Oh yes, one more second alone on the endpoint, and Kermit Academy has that first match, that first step towards the Feudal League. And Wild Raiders have one more Sergeants with a Spear to prevent Kermit Academy from getting this first map. Oh my goodness, Shield Mains are just doing so much damage. You can see it here, Shield Mains just wiping those Sergeants with Spear in seconds. Cavalry coming in, trying to do its best to finish them off, and the endpoint is once again almost clear. Here you go, another unit of cavalry from the defense, stepping on the point. Two more heroes to deal with, one more hero. Another longbow getting on the point, but the longbow is not going to block for very long. Poleaxes jumping on the point, but the hero deaths are going up. 6 heroes alive for Wild Raiders. 6 more heroes to save the dream, but the point is clear. And
that's all she wrote.
GG's, well played. Wild Raiders sadly lost that first fight. I was not a big fan of this defensive strategy. It feels like that's just an old strat on that map, and everybody nowadays knows how to play against it. But yeah, congrats, of course, to Kermit Academy for the first victory. We have the MVP for Kermit, Honor, with 4 hero kills and 160 unit kills. That's crazy here for the MVP. And then I can see a lot of high unit kill numbers in the bottom as well. Ain, B, whatever, the short sword with 149 unit kills and 7 hero kills. Amazing performance from him. Django with 6 hero kills and 139 unit kills. Dayblow with 142 unit kills, and Salty Scare with 126 unit kills. Good job to all of those. And on the other side, MVP for Wild Raiders with 173 unit kills. That's more than double anyone in his team apart from him. He's the MVP, also 3 hero kills. He just did an amazing job there. I don't know what exactly he played, but he was definitely MVP for his side. And then also with 3 hero kills, Bluefish, but that's it. And I feel like Chaos got left alone there for a bit in this defense. But let's head to the post-battle analysis and see what we get there. Lars, do you think that's what you would have expected there?
Yes, but I don't think the strat is what messed them up. I think it's how they chose to engage when they push back in. Because they didn't really fall for the fake to the backside, right? They didn't really rotate. They went in one by one. on their push. We saw the Iron Reapers go in before anything else. And they just went in
That's
one
true.
by one. They didn't take time to group together and then push into them. They just kind of ran at them when they pushed anywhere near home point, which ultimately was the downfall of that first push. You can't go in one by one when a team versus a team who was all in a group, nice tightly grouped.
That's true. I mean, those Reapers were the perfect example. The Reapers just charging in, and I think they died immediately. No chance of them fighting back. Probably not a single unit kill there from those Reapers, and that's just a huge misplay. A whole unit of golden infantry gone, and probably Hero also very surprised his team was not going with him. I feel like the communication from Wild Raiders didn't go too well there.
Yeah. Something broke down there, and I don't know if it was they got caught off by the rotate back, and it was just a panic. Engage them. We weren't supposed to let them get this far. But there was some type of breakdown there.
Yes, absolutely. And I mean, you can see it also in the death count, just so many more units from Wild Raiders were dying in this one fight. But then also the second one, I felt like the second one was a bit over-rotated. They didn't rotate the first time, but then they decided very late to rotate back to the supply, which was a miscall in my opinion, because I mean, you can see they lost a lot more than they gained. And it felt like all the units trying to rotate through the gate very quickly were just caught and finished because the rotation was coming too late and Kermit Academy was already at the gate and closed it. Countdown? Oh, yeah, okay, we are in the game. And it feels like completely different setup. But okay, some people are swapping. And there we go. Back to the default, I think. I didn't make a screenshot of the unit comp before, but I think it should be kind of the same as we have seen before here. 3 times flames for defense. Feels like Kermit liked the 3 flame setup. 2 times flames for the attack once again, Wild Raiders sticking with 2 and bringing 1 time Barang with them. I can just see so much green on the side of Wild Raiders, which is concerning. I mean, we have Kingo, for example, bringing 3 times green.
That's a lot of greens.
That's just, in my opinion, not the play, because you are, of course, you have like 5 full pushes. Okay, here 2 times green. Probably it was just a weird bug where if you swap some units, you get a new one in the spectator mode, and the old one is not being removed as fast as the new is added. So you get 1 additional unit. So he had 2 times green the whole time, but my personal experience is you don't want to have 2 green units because that's 4 pushes and you will always fight 3 pushes, and you just almost want to stick to 3 pushes. You want to bring maybe 2 gold and 1 green. That's okay, that's good, but don't bring 1 gold, 1 purple and 2 green. It feels like a wrong setup because you will probably use your last green when the match is over. Either way. If you won, you can't use it, and if you're losing, you will then bring it when your team is almost fully wiped, and those won't make a difference. So rare to see those 4th units are getting any value, and once again we see the quick fallback from Kermit. And the heroes are coming back to the walls. That's something I like. They were just making sure the units are in position and then come back to the walls to prevent anyone from climbing ladders. But once again, what I would love to see here are maybe 1 or 2 red and pikemen, because they just work so good on these walls, and you just almost always get the red hit from them. And I mean, they have some with them. I have seen them, and you could use them here.
It looks like there goes all of Kermit back to the home point now. We're going to see if probably a similar style of play from both teams here as we saw last map, just on the reverse.
Yeah, feels like it. A point already getting captured. And that's like 20 seconds, 30 seconds earlier than needed. Because the towers are not there.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I'm just watching too much those small time wastes, I'd say. Because we just see, or we tend to see so high level teams that really capitalize everything second they get.
I will agree. That's one thing we're used to seeing. Like, that's probably one thing that splits the difference between the Division 1 teams versus Division 2 and 3 is those small little increments of time that the more upper teams are good at wasting versus these like newer teams, I'll say. Oh, wait a minute, we're gonna fight on B point here. They're going. Kermit Academy is pushing it into the B.
Oh, and the units for Wild Raiders are not there, so we might see some quick pickups of heroes here.
That Treb's gonna be off.
Oh, that's painful for Wild Raiders. Sadly, my stream is lagging a bit, so I can't really see too much what's going on, but
Wild Raiders is getting caught too spread out here. They thought they'd be a free walk to the B point. They're trying to regroup. You can see that it looks like the shot caller is trying to call them back into a group, but as the units try to go back, they're just getting caught out.
Oh yes, painful for Wild Raiders. Sadly, my internet today is just laggy as hell, so I kind of missed half the fight there, but it's okay.
Wild Raiders is committing to the home point now.
Oh,
or they've second guessed it. They called nope. Now over to the B point.
Yeah, that would have been a massive waste because Kermit Academy, they just sent their units back so fast.
Honestly,
and
I love that from Kermit. They went out, took a positive trade, and went back in and didn't risk it and stuck out for too long. They are going to lose a phalanx unit for it.
Oh, yes, that phalanx, that was just retreating way too late. Also, one of those mistakes you usually don't see in the higher brackets. I mean, that unit of phalanx, why is it out there so incredibly long? I have no explanation for that. That's just... There's no use of that unit out there. The unit difference is massive. Kermit Academy in the lead with 200, exactly 200 tier 5 units, while Wild Raiders, they have not even 100. They have almost 100 tier 4 units more, but that's just once again a huge unit difference. And Kermit Academy definitely with the unit lead, while Wild Raiders are going to the walls now.
Oh, the Treb would hit the flames. No, the flames stayed. They moved. Okay.
Kermit Academy scouting the top.
Interesting yet again.
Getting some information. Oh, and the trap. Trap didn't really hit anything from what I saw there. Okay, Varang Archers now from the top into the group on the bottom. They might deal some damage. Another trap being called in. Trap, that trap is good. One big hit here. I have no idea how that one hit at all here, but that trap did some massive damage. But there are some long swords in the group that can just heal up the units that got damaged, and I think there was no insta-kill, but I can't really check that.
Nope, the flames survived it.
That's great to see here. Yeah, and almost every unit full unit comp. One flame died. I don't know if it was in one of those traps, but at least 6 alive. I think having flames, at least 4 flames, are almost as good as a full unit of flames. So that's still good enough to have them in the fight. I think at 3 or 2 flames it's going down, and 1 flame is almost useless. But having still 6, that's plenty of fire you can get in. And it feels like Wild Raiders, they are going for some baits here, falling back to the top, their own flames still in the back. Kinda open here, but no one from Kermit is challenging them, so I think they're fine.
And if Wild Raiders wants to get 3 fights off here, they have to go soon. They can't waste. They're going to lose his short sword here. Or not, he's going to... Oh, I don't like that he's stuck around.
Oh, yeah, he's... Oh
he
my
out.
goodness, short swords. They
But here we go,
so
the back supply push.
And Wild Raiders, they are quick. Can Kermit get out of the gates quick enough? They can't.
The
they are
flames are
just
front
trapped
lighting.
there. Oh, but the flames are massive here. Massive flames. Positioning. It feels like Wild Raiders are a bit off position, but now everyone is in this fight. The Varang archers are far in the back, open to a flank, but I don't see a flank coming from Kermit, so right now it's looking great for Wild Raiders. Can Kermit Academy hold on to this gate for long enough? Let's find out. Flames of Wild Raiders have stopped shooting. I don't see the flames anymore. They're
dead.
probably
The Wild Raiders
on. Oh, they are
died.
dead. Oh.
Yeah.
That's of course a big deficit now for Wild Raiders. Kermit still have the flames up, and that push out of this gate is looking massive. The respawners are coming in, but where are the street respawners for the Wild Raiders? It feels like they don't have any, because the heroes didn't die, they survived it. And I have also heard of some team captains or players in like tier 1 teams that said they are dying on purpose pretty quickly in those fights. They're bringing something like Reapers, and they're just immediately dying to respawn quick and go to the end point. And it feels like Wild Raiders there were doing exactly the opposite. They were dying not at all. They have now some respawners coming to the point, but that's way too late, and it feels like once again a good victory for Kermit.
I will say that's... You mentioned some like Division 1 teams doing that. That also comes to a lot of times these lower division players are almost scared to die because it makes they're afraid it's making them look bad if they die early. But no, if you're especially diving the flames there, if you could get there with a poleaxe, with the purple poleaxe set currently, and just touch the flame unit and kill it, and then die a second later with your unit like Reapers or something that's just in free fall, like you don't need to be there to fight. And then you come back in with a quick moving unit in the flank, because the first that's what, 15-second respawn timer?
Yes, and you can just capitalize that 15 seconds, because no one will be able to rotate to the other side in 15 seconds. And then bringing in maybe something like Dagger X, you can just completely wipe your opponent. So sometimes teams, even especially on a map where you have to only win one fight, purposefully lose one of the fights. They block the supply, so the defense can't regain new units, can't heal the units. So they then just waste like 2 full setups of units against one, but with that one they just easily take the victory of the whole match, and then they don't need their 3rd setup anymore. But here we are. Wild Raiders on
is
the
mostly
second
Cav.
unit, which could work, to be honest, here in this unit setup. I see Orochi for the defense, but not too much of phalanx. I see one phalanx, maybe one is hidden behind the tower, but yeah, 2 phalanxes.
There's 6 units of Cav and infantry.
It's 2 phalanx and 1 Orochi against
The determining
Cav?
factor of this fight, it's 6 units of Cav was 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 5 now. They've switched one.
Okay. Yeah, that's 5 units, I think. 3 times Dagger X, 1 times hit human, and 1 green cavalry. So those might have a big impact in this fight if Wild Raiders push correctly, which would be, in my opinion, one of the front staircases. Not push the back. Do not push towards the supply. And oh, the Halberdiers just got smoked by the flaming arrows, by the incendiary archers. That's a massive loss here. Just losing those anti-cav units and also big damage dealers against like nothing. You don't trade anything back. That's painful. And that's exactly the push I didn't want to see, but let's see how Wild Raiders are going to do this one. They are pushing the back.
The cav of Bluefish is going to be too fast.
Oh, that cav is really fast. Oh my goodness, but that cav enables at least Wild Raiders to push in very deep, but oh,
it was a fake.
You can't fake that, Wild Raiders. You have to go. Oh, why are they faking? You can just gain control over this supply.
Now they're going
easily.
They're half an ass split now.
Oh, that's I absolutely don't like what I'm seeing right now.
I think some people didn't understand the call because a Spear Sergeant went to home point alone.
And the flames from Kermit are in the gate and already raining down fire here. Also flames for the attack though, so Wild Raiders are in quite a good position, but their incendiary archers from the top will kill those flames really quickly. And
yeah, they're blowing. They've done one. There's 6 flames right now. But they're not, those flames aren't in the fight. I guess they're waiting.
I have no idea what Wild Raiders is planning to do right now. Travis coming into the units of Kermit. That's good, at least one start here. But you can't just sit there and wait.
Here they come now. But it was a bait. It baited the flames to move. The flames just shot nothing. Shield Maidens cleared the incendiary archers off the top.
Yeah, but
now we're pushing it without a flame volley. But we don't have a flame volley.
Wild Raiders, they have the flames. Kermit Academy, it feels like they don't. And the trap is massive, so a good push here from Wild Raider. Oh my god. Flames are just so strong right now for the Wild Raiders. Dagger X going in, but the Dagger X, the turn.
I don't know if you noticed what just happened there.
I honestly didn't.
The flames for Wild Raiders shot into the ground on that last volley.
Oh no.
They didn't shoot up. I guess the hero might have got CC'd, but they shot into the ground, which didn't, so it didn't kill anything in the last volley. Otherwise, I think they would have wiped Kermit Academy here.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, one good volley of flames is just enough to fully wipe a defense like that. But so unfortunate for Wild Raiders here. They will be cleared once again, and I feel like that's just GG's. They have 480 units left against the 700 from Kermit, but we have seen before that the quality in units is on the side of Kermit, and now also the unit count is on the side of Kermit, so that might be GG's as another unit of human is coming in, but that one can't charge because it's just interrupted by heroes. And another unit trying to get in, but it feels like those charges are just ending too early, and oh my goodness, that's just so much on the endpoint. Endpoint is about to be captured. Kermit, where are your units? You need to bring in more, or you will lose this one.
Are the dev timers that bad?
It feels like something is going really good for Wild Raiders right now.
Oh, a lot of Kermit's heroes are on high dev timers.
That's great for Wild Raiders. They can capitalize on that. 7 heroes from Kermit alive, and they are struggling to get back. Supply is in the hands of Kermit again, but that's 10 against 6 right now.
5, we're 50% capped.
That's 2 minutes 15 left. Respawners are coming in. I see a unit of archers just fully sent into the gate, trying to get anything going.
Baton Pike slowing everything down. Just two heroes on the point. Gotta kill them. The Dachi, who's forever healing off these units, though. Oh, that's where you need a chain dart or a DB to shut him down.
The problem for Wild Raiders is they are dying, the units are dying, and those Rattan pikemen are dying so incredibly quick against the incendiary archers.
I think Kermit's gonna get back and save this game.
Oh, that's so close here. But yeah, I think you're right. Another unit of Spartans, of sergeants with spear, another unit of Rattan pikemen coming to the point. Now the phalanx from the gate can move through. And even though it was really, really close, Wild Raiders did a good job there. I think the incendiary archers being moved that aggressively into the gate might have saved the day for Kermit here, because the Rattan pikemen, they just die incredibly fast to fire, and I think this incendiary archers, they just cleared like 50, 60 Rattan pikemen from that gate. I think otherwise Wild Raiders could have gotten that, because the Rattan pikemen just slow everything down and you have just no chance of fighting back. But like here, you can see almost no units left for Wild Raiders. That's GG's, but a good try though. So I definitely see Wild Raiders, even though they will be going to the Rustic division, to have a great run in Rustic.
Oh, 100%.
Here we go, Kermit now pushing out with 25 seconds left. They can just do that. Halberdiers will take care of the cavalry, but they can't take care of everything. And I personally kind of love to see the incendiary archers get that much value as they have gotten in this match. I just love them. Probably most of you hate me for that, but I just love incendiary archers.
Ranged enjoyers, I'm joking. They're a good unit.
Yeah, I mean, especially in blue season, you can just kill everything with one volley of them. Just nothing can withstand the damage output of flame archers.
Most of the lobby on an S.
Oh yes, that's crazy. And I mean, we can see here on the left-hand side, Chaos once again with the MVP for the Wild Raiders. He is definitely the MVP of the day for them, but sadly not enough. And he has 2 hero kills, 144 unit kills, and 1.26k troop kill score. And also, I think the most support points in the whole lobby. That's crazy from him. And then we have also someone like VIP with 166 unit kills, or MVP with 149 unit kills. And the most heroes killed is Ice Cup with 6 heroes killed. And we can go to Kermit Academy and see how it looks like for them. Honor is the MVP once again for Kermit. Great best of 3 from him. Both matches MVP here for Kermit. 167 unit kills. He just knows how the new score system works. And then we have most heroes killed from Keldo Klein with 5. Oh no, Django, sorry, Django has 8 heroes killed here. And I think we can go to the post-battle analysis. And Stas, maybe you can tell us what we can see there.
I mean, look at the post-battle analysis. It's really what decided this game, in my opinion, is that first push onto the B point. Yeah. That's the biggest difference in pretty much any of these fights. The first fight on home point wasn't the best for Wild Raiders, but that they killed enough units to make it worth it. It's that first fight where Kermit just ran out and caught him off guard. As we saw the third fight kind of go their way, I think it goes even more their way, even though these spikes don't say that. If that second or third volley of flames would have been aimed just a tiny bit higher. But they almost won off of that. But yeah, it ultimately comes down to Kermit's ambitious, run out one to the B point, which just gave him that early unit lead, allowing him to snowball the rest of the game out. Be able to take even trades.
Absolutely. I kind of felt like that run out to be, that felt like chivalry division stuff, because that's usually where teams are going for these kinds of fights if they realize the enemy team is overcommitting somewhere, and I really love to see Kermit go for it, because it just shows how good they can read the enemies. They just read that Wild Raiders had their units too far in the back. They immediately fell back to the endpoint as soon as they got a decent amount of unit kills, and it just overall loved that one. And yeah, I think he just covered everything there. Probably Wild Raiders would have really had a chance here if they didn't lost the B, or of course if they had won the last fight on the endpoint, that could have just shifted into another direction easily. But let's get back to us for one last time.